I'm gonna give you Earth Shield.
The Argent Crusade and the Knights of the Ebon Blade have assaulted the gates of the Ice Crown Citadel and are preparing for a massive attack upon the Scourge. Our mission is a bit more subtle, but equally as important. With the attention of the Lich King turned towards the front gate, we'll be working our way through the side, in search of information that will enable us to defeat him, once and for
We
all.
have a Warlock, so we
Our
can
scouts have
summon him.
reported that the Lich King has a
No
private
worries.
chamber outside of the Frozen Throne, deep within a place called the Halls of Reflection. That is our target, champions. We will cut a swath of destruction through
Let's
this cursed
clear.
So just a quick description, just a quick explanation for these ads that we have here. The mob that is called Soul Guard Adept. This one is the most dangerous one because it has the ability to leech health from other enemies, so that if we need to prioritize it, else it will keep healing itself. It needs to die first. You see, it can't drain life already, which I stunned it.
Always have to use CC for these kinds of mobs.
One stun is all it takes.
Whoops. I'm resing.
Yeah, sure. Don't forget the water shield.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Again, we have a depth here. Now we have the mobs called animators. These mobs have applied this debuff on a random player. It is a magical debuff, we can dispel that. If you don't dispel it, right now the Warlock has that debuff. If you don't dispel it, the player gets stunned after a few seconds, and that stun cannot be dispelled anymore. So we need to dispel the player before stun happens. They also cast a Soul Siphon spell, which reduces your damage done. Right now, Anza, you deal 50% less damage just because you have this debuff.
Nice. I don't even use damage. Or damaging skills at least. Does that count for healing power or just damage?
No, just damage, only damage.
Got it.
These two large skeletons have this shield ability they cast on themselves. If you cast any magical ability while they have this shield, the direct magic ability, it immediately reflects it back to you. So let's say if you're a mage casting Pyroblast while they have the shield, it just goes back to yourself. And if you like cast two spells in a row, you might as well just kill yourself.
Just like warrior spell reflect, right?
Yeah, exactly like a spell warrior. I think it's only on protection spec, if I'm not mistaken.
Protection spec or yeah, protection. No. What auras are you using?
Aura, I'm using Retribution Aura.
Got it. Oops. Nice. Thank you. 1 second though.
No problem. So for this boss, it has two major abilities basically. The first ability is called Corrupt Soul. What it does is it starts channeling a spell on a random player, and a few seconds later, a fragment will spawn. If this fragment starts moving back to the boss, if it reaches the boss gets healed. But if you kill the fragment before it reaches the boss, no healing will be done. When the boss reaches about 30% health, or maybe 40, I'm not quite sure, it starts Soul Storm, meaning that we cannot move away from the boss, we need to be very close to it. Let's go now. Yeah, you can Bloodlust. We're not gonna need it for the last boss. It's casting Corrupt Soul on the Paladin. He's not moving away, so the boss will get healed, and it just did. So we have to damage it again. At 30%, it starts the... Yes, it teleports to the center from the received shadow. And down goes the first boss.
Good job, guys. I put myself on mic mute before we started FOSS. I mean Brawn Jam boss. I got a call. I don't know if that if that conversation got
We did
recorded.
not... No, we did not hear anything.
Yeah, that should be okay. But I was recording with NVIDIA, so I'm not. Hopefully not, because I turned off my microphone on
Oh.
my headphones and yeah. Hopefully it didn't. So pretty much, if you're seeing a mob that is casting, and if you have like a skill that has a CC
Trapped ability.
or yeah, that can cancel skills, you can go and use that ahead, even though it's a mob.
For instance, it was casting Veil of Shadow just now. I managed to interrupt it using my Arcane Torrent. This time the rogue managed to kick the spell.
That
Good.
hurts.
So this boss is gonna deal a lot of damage if I'm staying as tank, but I'm sure we can get it done. I will pop defensives if I have to. Regarding this boss, I can explain in real time. First of all, we shouldn't try to burst at the start of the fight, because shortly after we start the boss, it casts Mirrored Soul. When it does cast Mirror Soul, any damage that target Mirror Soul is on me right now. So if I deal any damage to the boss, I will take all the damage dealt back to myself. So I should just completely stop my damage. Now that Mirror Soul is gone, I can continue my damage, and this is the best time to burst. You can Bloodlust now. There are some invisible ghosts attacking us. They cannot be taunted, can't even be killed. We'll just let them damage us. Again, I have Mirrored Soul, so I should completely start attacking, else I will just take all the damage. Okay, Mirror Soul is gone, so I can continue damaging. The boss also spawns these tiny circles under us.
Careful.
Now the boss is casting Wailing Souls. We should not stand in front of it. And it's done. Basically, the boss starts rotating slowly with Wailing Souls and deals shadow damage to anyone standing in front of it. It's easy just to get behind the boss and damage it from behind.
My Magi will get the Scourge transport device working shortly. Step inside when you are ready for your next mission. I will meet you on the other side.